Looks like we're live. Nice. How's it going this morning, y'all? Good looking, happy, jocund, jovial people out in YouTube land. I got nothing to talk about this morning. Nothing whatsoever. Motherfucker is worn out. Big old cup of coffee. It's not even hot anymore, man. I got busy drawing. For I drew a little Beltane picture. You guys want to have a look at it? Yeah, why not? That would be fun, huh? Let's do that. A look into the mind of Frank Monday. It's gonna be some scary shit. Hopefully I don't reveal too much. Hey, someone's out there in Happy Land. Greetings, whoever it may be. Today is Monday, May 3rd. You can see right there that I'm on vacation for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then back to school. School starts back on Thursday. This is Li Xia, which is the first day of summer on the Chinese lunar calendar. And look, Mother's Day is coming up. So happy Mother's Day to all your mothers out there. And then there's a new moon. So finally, the good energy is returning. And that is delightful. I am I'm feeling better, although I look like fucking puked up furball, like cat shit on the rug. But what are you gonna do? You know, I didn't get enough sleep last night. I slept from midnight to 6, so up too early, down too late. Let's have a quick looky look into Frank Monday's journal. Let's see, what time is it? It is, I can't even read that. 10? 10:10. Scary shit, huh? Let's see here. Maybe I can set up right here. I've never done this before. This will be the first time. Wow. I think I've looked through my journal before, but I've never done it with the double cube here. So let's we're learning together. Up the nose shot later. Up the nose. Stay out of my nose. Be looking at my nose hairs. Shit ain't cute. Let's see if this will work. Put it down this way. I think it's gonna work. Boop boop be doop boop. And action. Yeah, we're good to go. Here is my Muji fountain pen. One of my favorite pens, one of my favorite fountain pens, probably the most expensive fountain pen that I own. But I don't own a lot of fountain pens, so that's not saying a whole lot. This thing is not totally okay. It looks bonkers. Nice. Got it. All right. So this is my journal. You can see what I like here. Snowboarding, skiing, skating, skateboarding. My brain. Is this correctamente? Yeah, it looks good. All right. So there's the cover. And on the cover, we've got a little quote here by Eliphas Levi. We've got the 7 Principles of Magick. Little ode to Astarte there. The great work is, before all things, creation of man by himself. That is to say, the complete and total conquest of his faculties and his future. The perfect emancipation of his will. Thank you, sir, Eliphas Levi. Or Evil Phallus. Little acronym there. Appreciate you. Let me see. I'll look through this first because I don't want to expose anything naughty. Here on the cover of my journal, I keep a picture of my beloved children's. That's Dresden up front, my son. He is 12 this year. And my daughter, Ambrosia, she will be 14 this year. So, Dre just had his birthday. Amber is having hers next month. Alright, so we'll get right in here. The first thing up is a little picture that my daughter drew. She drew a little fatty with a wine glass, and I put the eye. I don't care nothing about that. I put the eyes on it and wrote the name of God up there. And then down here we have, ooh, I heard you the first time, bro. Remember, O neophyte, goodness alone is power. Silence is strength. Will regaineth omnipotence. And love lieth at the foundation. The next page over here is where I stay oriented. Things I love. And so I wrote them out. A new eon of magic, swing dance, kung fu, family, career, health, wealth, and well-being. And then there's some magical items there. Let's see what else. Oh, I was reviewing the 22 keys of magic there. The major arcana. Little remembrance of woohoo, who I am. Always got to have a copy of the tree right up front. Little study on the devil there. I can't show you guys everything, so let me. Haha, little cute picture there. That's when my eye started to go. That's when my aneurysm started, and my eye blew out. So that pupil just fucking went bananas, and I knew that something was wrong. And I wrote there, I must. This is not the greatest situation for this. Let me see if I can pop this up a little bit. Drop my pen. Yeah, and so I wrote there, I must survive this midlife trial. So I was thinking it's a midlife crisis. Oh, there's the goods right there, man. That is the work. Valentia, the will. Decreeism, inaction. And posism, the reception. Never give up. There I was showing the, that's where the theory of turds really started. You've got down there at the bottom the Luciferian energy rooted in the lower Dantian, the little devil down there getting excited, arousal, big old hard on. And then that, you control it, you don't lose it, you don't ejaculate the semen. And so you keep that and draw it up the spine and into the top Dantian up here at the top, and it becomes the heavenly energy, which descends actually in the form. Hey, I didn't draw the raindrops on this one. Anyway, so the angel there should be raindrops, 6 yuds of rain under the angel's wings, 3 on the right, 3 on the left, and those are descending to hit the plate down here where the Magi stands in the center Dantian. and rising up as steam. So you have the little devil down below generating the flame, the fire, the lower Dantian. No. And then that heats up the plate where the Magi stands, where he works his magic. And then it rises up as steam to create billows of steam to hold the angelic force aloft on the... Oh man, there's someone at the door. All right. Give me just a second, y'all. I got to check out what's going on. Is that it? Oh, happy day. Party time. All right, so that was a delivery for Amber. She ordered some food this morning. Some sushi. All right, so let's get back in here. Where was I? I will try to keep this video a little shorter so that I can upload it a little quicker. All right, there's the divisions of 3 again. A theory of thirds. Here we were. So, yeah. The division, the theory of thirds here. You got Valantia. It's not actually at the top, but Valantia is. I mean, all of these can switch positions at any time, but Valantia actually begins in the arousal at the will down here, the lower Dantian, the heat source. Deep breathing, diaphragmatic breathing to the belly, to the Dantian, and sexual stimulation. This generates the internal alchemical fire, the plasma. Once this plasma is aroused... Really? I can't let you, honey. I'm using it right now to record live. Shali Gadongshi? You probably didn't order it correctly. Here. Whew. Go shehor. Alrighty, well, my daughter placed an order on my phone, and so, you know what they say, yeah, whenever you set up time to do something on your own, then it gets interrupted by other folks. So that's just the way it goes when you're a family man. You got to cultivate yourself with kindness and generosity. So I'm going to have to cut this off right here rather than getting into my explanation and taking you through the journal. Oh, it's okay? All right, happy day. I was going to have to cut off my phone so she could check her order because she thought that maybe they had shorted her something that she paid for. Anyway, no big deal. Which is great, you know, it's a little bit of pain and suffering because you ordered it and used electronic payment methods and stuff like that. So, you know, there's always compensation to the way. She thinks she can just use her Valantia and then decree it and receive whatever she wants anytime she wants because I taught her magic at an early age. And so she's able to manifest things faster than anybody I know. And whenever she gets something in her head that she wants it, bam, it just manifests. And you better stay the fuck out of her way because she's going to get it done. Anyway, so you can see that this is a wilderness scene down here on the left, and because the demonic force, the Luciferian force, is wilder, and then as you go to the higher forces of the HDA, it's, yeah, just set it down, I'll do it for you. No, set it down, don't make fucking rattling plastic noises. Guys, I just tried to shoot for 20 minutes, that's all I asked. I said, give me 20 minutes, and you can't have it, bro. You can't have it. You try to get 20 minutes of on it. Whew, really?
I will give a plate. No, I don't need to go inside. I'm so annoying, huh?
No, you're not annoying. You just got your own things to do, and I just wanted 20 minutes to shoot my little video here. Yeah, too late, bro. Too late. It's too late. Okay, so it's a wilder, uncultivated, You know, they call it the demonic force anyway. We'll not get into that. And then as you move up into the higher realms, it becomes more domesticated. The Magi, so you've got extreme wide view, then wide view, and then you're getting closer to, so medium, extreme wide, medium wide, and wide. And then, so that's the division of turds over there on the wide. Yeah, for those of you who know the internal path of the three guardian angels and a little bit about Chinese internal alchemy and the three Dantian system, then this is not going to be any big shock to you. But that's just a little pictorial representation of it there. Hail unto thee, great defier of death, honorable eluder of the great transformation. You have once again thwarted the gatekeeper of the threshold of life and death, Memento Mori, bearer of the half-life. The scribe jibed, sardonic, and a little jocund. A fresh start is possible for you now, Magi, as long as you are willing to take a leap of faith. You must consider this fuzzy new path as a real way out of the vortex you find yourself in. I'll not go too far with that because that is private. All right, so on the day of the solstice 2020, I had gotten out of the hospital and was starting to recover at this point. And so this pictograph, all hail the great solstice, 23rd, December 2020. Never give up, man. I had come out and the demon was outside of me at this point. I had had my surgery and I was healing. So at this point, I allowed the demon to flee and be gone. I'll not mention any names here because it's none of your business. And Arbitels of Magic, they're kept secret for their practitioners alone. And so I had the Magi here with air because I was doing just a lot of deep breathing and recovering and rebuilding the etheric, allowing the etheric body to rebuild the material body. And so the Magi here had lowered down and the demon was fled, and our guardian angel was in the form of sending healing energy to the body. So that's what this representation is. Yeah. We'll look at a couple more pages. This one's kind of funny, huh? This day I had heard a radio show that mentioned the CERN Terra, and so I jumped on there and looked it up. But the big thing was I was taking this brain balancing Chinese medicine. It says on it that it's for bolstering the blood, and it comes in these little vials. It was really terrible, and my full cognitive function wasn't back yet, so I was still struggling. I think that was 2 or 3 weeks after my surgery. That'd be kind of fun just to flip through and give you kind of an idea of, let me turn this up just a little more. Give you just kind of an idea of what it looks like when I journal, but I don't want to stop and show you too much because some of this is kind of private. So we were there. Let's see where we're at now. Anyway, you can see over and over again that the Magi appears, and each time I'm in a situation, then I will show the Magi and try to have him adapt. Here's a good one of my son blasting through walls. Hey, showing too much. Some work there on on integrating the Hebrew system into Kung Fu. Let's see. My son got a hold of it and just started practicing his name. Sometimes my kids break in here and do some shit. You can see the 4 weapons of the Magi there. All very basic stuff. Ooh, that's kind of fun, huh? What does that say there? Abra. No, that looks like... oh, Golgotha. Ah, so yeah. We had entered into Aries at this point, and I was reviewing the story of Golgotha. And so I did a little representation here of harmonious change and entering into the new year, because the zodiacal cycle. Anything fun? Uh-oh, what's going on there? You can see here that there's something under there. That's a little private magic. Yeah, so what's going on here? This is where we had fully launched back into school. The semester was underway a couple of weeks in, and I was feeling like I needed to express, big challenges with young students. That's what was happening there, so I made that. Woohoo! Sweet heavens. Can't look at that. I can't show you that. No, can't show you that. So you can see that we're just about done. And this was this morning. This was this morning and yesterday. So here we go. I was combining the idea of the 4 weapons, the 4 elemental weapons of the Magi, and how they have to do with the summoning of the great wand of the Magi, and its use in sex magic. And so I was trying to determine, for the wand of the Magi, the great Phallus, how the 4 elements correspond to the 4 attainments. So in order to engage in sex magic, you have to get the 4 attainments first for the Magi. And as long as the Magi has the 4 attainments, then they say that the waters of the feminine flow. So women have no problem, like men, in the 4 attainments. So men have, the penis, and the phallic attainments, the four attainments of the phallus are in this order. So I noticed that the elemental expressions are in a different order. It's a little interesting. So first is elongation. You start to get erect, and the phallus elongates. Then it has to swell. So that's air. Elongation is air. Has to do with breathing. So get that phallus to elongate. And then swelling is sufficient water in the body. So the phallus has to swell. And elongation, swelling is water. And then hardness, it has to get hard. The penis has to become hard. So that's next. So first it elongates, then it swells, and then it should become hard. And we're talking rock hard here, so that it will seal and you will not lose the ejaculation. And then the last of the 4 attainments, which a lot of people overlook in sex and it's in sex magic, is that the phallus has to become hot to the touch. It really has to generate heat. in order to go forward and engage in sex magic. And if any one of these is missing, like if you lose elongation or swelling or hardness or heat, or you don't attain heat, then you don't have the power to go forward, and you should stop the operation. A lot of people overlook this. They don't take into consideration that you need all 4 attainments in order to move forward. So that's what I was exploring there. Oh, and this one is great. I mean, it's really simple pencil sketch, but it was because I was watching a Thomas Sheridan video, and they mentioned these druid towers in Ireland. I couldn't figure out the spelling of the County Wicklow, I think, and it was Gleflock. Anyway, I'll have to look it up and figure out exactly where it is. But I've had dreams of this place quite a bit, and this type of druid tower I've been drawing my whole life. Since I was a boy. Maybe I saw it somewhere, or maybe it's just very common among magi to draw a druid tower. But this is something I would definitely like to visit in the future. And hell, this is something I would like to build on my own land back in the United States. This has been a childhood dream of mine my whole life. And I have a special name for it, and I've written about it and drawn it quite a bit. So I was happy to see that in Thomas Sheridan's video. That's it. That's as far as we've gotten so far. The rest is blank. It looks like I got about 10. Hey, look at that old picture of Frank Monday. Frank Monday, baby, what's up? I like to keep stuff like that in the journal just for inspiration. I'll write something there. Oh, wow. Oh, the Magi popping out. No coincidence there, huh? Frank Monday, the Magi. Whoa, what up, baby? What's up with that? Never give up. Return. Oh, that's a good one. I was suffering, and I had just recovered from surgery in my aneurysm and returned home. And I asked for, no, this was before I had had the surgery for my aneurysm. I had asked for relief from my suffering, and a voice as clear as day in my left ear said, "Return to Ansalon." And so I looked it up on the internet. I couldn't remember what was Ansalon. And so I looked it up on the internet, and it's the place of healing that King Arthur goes. It's a magical land of fairies. But I said, okay, so maybe I should just start reading my fantasy stories again. So I picked up one of my Dragonlance books, and it turns out that Ansalon is also one of the continents on the continent of Kryn. The world is called Ansalon. So the world of Dragonlance is Ansalon, and then the continent is Kryn. And so I started reading my Dragonlance novels again, and that didn't necessarily help me with my aneurysm, but it was definitely magical. Yeah. So I got a little more than 10 pages. I'd like to keep a little reminder here at the back. And a reminder there. And that's it, man. That's a journal. This one started, let's see, when did it start? There usually is a notation of when it starts, but anyway, December. I started this in December. So I think it's a 100-page journal, and I haven't finished it yet because I've been working a lot, and that doesn't give me a lot of time to journal. So 4 months is longer than those typically last. Whoop. So there you have it. They usually last 3 months. And if like there's vacay time, if I'm not working, boom, I'll burn through one of those in 6 weeks. That one doesn't have a lot of dreamland journaling in it because honestly, since I went through my problem, and I don't know, there hasn't been much information coming out of dreamland for me. So that can be both good and bad, you know. The soul doesn't necessarily need to communicate its message to the waking mind all of the time. There has definitely been a lot of work in dreamland, and last night was an especially powerful journey to dreamland. That's probably one of the reasons I woke up partially still carrying a lot of tired energy because I was a busy motherfucker last night for some reason. I didn't bring all of the images back with me when I woke, but I did have a few tail end type stuff, grabbing the golden ticket and getting back on the train back to human land. All right, so that has been a tour of Frank Monday's journal. I will cut it short because I promised myself I was only going to go live for 20 this morning, and I think I've achieved that. And I wanted to bring you all along and show you a little bit about the inner work on the theory of turds. It's a theory of turds, which sounds funny with an Irish accent. So, the magical theory of thirds coming to a bookstore near you one day. One day. I love y'all good looking, happy, sexy fucking people. Except Zuckerberg. Keep your goddamn shit hooks off of my stuff, Zuckerberg. That is not cute. Not cute, brother. As above, so below. There we go. As above, so below. As within, so without. I love y'all good looking, happy people. I don't know what else to say except for kisses. Says finish live stream, but me and you both know